We are live!
What's up, bitches?
We are here for Esr Drop-in
This week on the epic race battles of history.
That's a good one. That's a good
Hungaroring versus the Kazakhstan Go Track.
I think the Go Track loses. We got Martin here as well.
Hello, hello.
And we have got 11 cars today, it looks like. We got about a minute left in qualifying.
I think we should just be in Travis Wallace's cockpit the whole time and make fun of him relentlessly.
Oh, well, it claims... Matthew Higgs, apparently. Let's go to Matthew Higgs.
Dun, dun, dun. Little Higgs, let
Can I get the menu to go away? Oh, right. There we go.
Do a drive.
Have mouse again. Yep,
Yeah.
we're good. We're good. All right, we are slowly figuring this out.
Put us in the cockpit. It'll be hilarious.
It's just really that you got to double click. That's the kind of weird thing going on here.
He can be taught. He is learning.
We are coming to the end of qualifying here. Mike Stockmill on pole. Surprise.
I'm shocked.
I'm stunned.
Also, you really don't need to talk any louder because that microphone will pick you up.
Awesome.
The in-game audio is way too strong.
That can be fixed.
Yeah, we can fix that. Options, audio.
Make it about 50.
We'll bring her down to about 50.
Okay.
Boom.
Because, yeah, it's screaming over us.
Well, that'll never do. Obviously, I'm the most important person.
Clearly is the case.
Little Higgs, let us in.
So it looks like our grid, mind you, we got one last time here for everyone to kind of do. Mike Stockmill, Leandro Carroll, Matthew Higgs, Travis Wallace, Jonathan Young, Wesley Stokes, John Barker, Car Heroes, George Rivera, James Butler, and Jonathan. I mean, I can hear myself, so I assume, assume we're good.
I assume that we are excellent.
Perfect.
Excellent. And, are you gonna give me? Okay, yeah, we got that.
Word.
That 9 Shiza just posted a stream.
What a loser.
We could follow him live.
Streams. Well, we could do that live anyway. Just put us in his dash cam for the entire race.
That's true. We could ride around in a Lexus all day. Travis did in 4th place. What is this, Travis? What is this noise?
He's from Pittsburgh, obviously. I mean, look.
Indeed. So we got Matthew Higgs is the only person on track looking to post a last-second lap time. Here, everyone else is in the pit lane. And that should be his time there. And he did not improve, or at least did not improve position anyways. He did not improve at all, actually. He was like 4/10 off. Mike Stockmill will start from the pole position. The Bentley, the Ferrari of Leandro Carroll, the Audi of Matthew Higgs. Then it's Lexus's Travis Wallace, Ferrari's Jonathan Young, Wesley Stokes in the lone Mercedes in the field, Honda, John Barker. Honda, a little bit of a weird car in GT3.
Apologize for the construction sounds. I'm not the, I guess, people showed up on the weekend to work on stuff around the house. I didn't ask for that, but it's getting done anyway.
We're going to send Byron after them.
Rawr.
Then we got Car Heroes in the Porsche, the Audi of George Rivera, the Porsche of James Butler, and the Lexus of John Picha.
Word.
So that is the grid for today's Assetto Corsa Competizione festivities from the Hungaroring. Pretty famous track, Formula One track. Probably the most famous track in Eastern Europe, which is, I guess, not really overly saying a ton.
More famous than the Kazakhstan Go Track?
Oh, that's in Asia, technically.
Oh, fancy.
It's not a great track for overtaking, so hopefully we deliver a little bit higher than anticipated. Can I get rid of that thing?
No, not until they race.
Okay. All right, we await. Oh, hang on. Quick return to garage. I'll drive again. There we go. There we are. All right, so we are waiting everyone to fire up, and then we got the rolling start. Hey, Mike Stoffmill's tires are in the air.
Hover car, unfair advantage.
I think that just means he's back in the pit. He's looking at the pits, maybe filling with his fuel or something to that end. Wesley as well. Hover cars, hover cars. So, do we think anyone could take the fight to Mr. Mike Stoffmill here in Hungary?
Would be Anger God Wallace.
Wallace is down in 4th. I don't know. He was not overly impressive in the qualifying. Leandro Carroll seems like probably the best bet. Very quick. Ferrari is a solid car. And, of course, Matthew Higgs has been improving every time out. So we'll see if this is maybe this is his time to maybe taste the victory, the champagne at the top of the podium. And, of course, shout out to the custom livery of Wesley Stokes. Very nice.
Why are we looking at your camera? What's going on
I'm
here?
trying to take a picture with all three of us. Okay, 1, 2, there we go.
There we go. This is not a great angle.
We're gonna send it to the crew anyway.
It would have been better off if you get, like, up there somehow.
True.
Man, they are taking their sweet time here, boys.
Somebody's taking forever to get out of the pits or what?
Well, they're all out of the pits. It's I think it's just that of course always counts down to 0 instead of like
Just does it.
having the option be like everyone's ready, go. So we're still waiting for that probably to happen. Everyone figuring out their fuel mileage because it looks like everyone's on the grid because when they go to the pits, that's when the rear tires lift up as if they're being jacked up.
Yeah.
And I don't think anyone is jacked up. Looks like everyone is ready to go. There we go.
Okay, 1, there we go. Excellent, boys.
Live commentary team.
What's going on in the chat?
I can pull up the chat and we can find out. I think I need to quickly alt-tab to bring it up though. Go Little Higgs. We got Richard Higgs in the house, I assume.
One of them, anyway.
And he is cheering, of course, for Matthew Higgs, which makes all the sense in the world.
I don't know, he's kind of short.
I guess while we're here, we can quickly go through everyone's car to see, everyone's livery. There's Mike Stoffmill, the number 7 Bentley. There's Leandro Carroll. He is in the lovely red Ferrari. Travis Wallace's Lexus there in the background. Jonathan Young in the Lebanese Ferrari. Wesley Stokes with his custom livery, the honestly pseudo Batman, basically.
Dude, it's WCW.
Yeah, that too. Yeah.
Finally.
John Barker in the Acura. Car Heroes in the Kush Ferrari. Or not Ferrari, Porsche. Brain fart.
Same thing.
The Audi of George Rivera. The green, I don't remember what team that is. I think Black Falcon.
Green light. Go, go, go.
No, not Black Falcon.
Green Falcon.
Black Swan.
Green Arrow.
And we should be off here shortly, so I didn't get through the entire grid. Sorry for the guys at the back, but you don't qualify the back. Edward Gonzalez showed up late, so actually we got 12 cars.
Very nice.
Mike Stoffmill losing the lead at the first corner to Leandro Carroll, but Carroll goes wide, and that has allowed Travis Wallace. No, that's Matthew Higgs into second place. Carroll down to third, Wallace fourth. Jonathan Young is fifth, battling with Wesley Stokes, and way I can bring up
I'm cheering for his.
the times on the game there, Martin.
Move us out of the middle of the freaking thing.
Oh, there we are. Okay, so broadcast back. There we go. So Mike Stoffmill leading the way. Matthew Higgs, Leandro Carroll, Travis Wallace. Those are the 4 men that we think are in play for a potential win here today. In fact, they've already dropped everyone else like a bad habit. Jonathan Young is way back there, as is George Rivera and Car Heroes, John Picha, Edward Gonzalez, Wesley Stokes. Wesley's had something happen because he's down in 11th place. Not sure
Speaking
what's up
of
with
bad
that.
habit,
Let's throw ya. No, I just want to listen to that song by Offspring.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
so I'm cheering for Mr. Higgs here for sure.
Well, I mean, we always got to cheer for the guy who might be able to take the fight to Mike Stoffmill. Although, I'm cheering for Stoffmill because he's my teammate. Drive-through penalty, abuse of track limits, car 450.
Butler.
Who's that? Hey, Taha Mali joined very late.
Butlier.
Indeed.
Butlerian Jihad.
Indeed. Pit lane is now open, so Taha will be able to join. What's Taha driving?
The Yeehaw.
Let's have a look.
Okay,
Here.
now the position.
Bentley! He stole my car!
He joined quite late.
Mike Stoppmill still in the lead. Higgs, Carroll, Wallace. These are the 4 men who I think have really any chance to win because Jonathan Young, George Rivera, and company are slipping back. I know about the TV cameras.
I think it's the set VR that is quite sweet sometimes. It comes up close. You can have fun with that.
It actually cycles through the cameras. That's kind of nice.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. We're examining the technical things behind the scenes rather than commentating on Stoffmill pulling.
Drive-through clear.
Yep.
By Butlier.
So drive-through has been served by Mr. James Butler. Taha still hasn't joined the race
A
yet.
little bit off.
You always go a little bit off there. This is just Hungaroring. So we'll see if Taha joins us at some point, but he is still in the pit lane. James Butler to the back after serving his penalty, and a quick shout out to John Peach up to 7th place. So go John, go Johnny the Peach.
Come on, the peach.
And delivering pretty well right now. We'll stick with this battle for the lead as long as it's more or less close. And we'll see what happens otherwise. Car Heroes and John Barker are having a little bit of a squabble there for 9th position as well. So that is on for the battle. Let's have a quick look at that, actually.
Gross.
So there's John Barker in his Acura / Honda, whatever you want to call it. Leading the way. It's not Datsun, that's for sure. The Castrol car leading the car of Car Heroes there in 10th position. He's in the Cush Porsche. Not sure why it's saying 10th there though. He's definitely 9th. Interesting. Edward Gonzalez is up to 8th. Something happened with John Picha. What's going on here? John and Peach is back to 11th, so he must have gone off somewhere after we were kudosing him
Not
and
karma again.
everything.
Broadcaster karma.
Broadcaster curse is maybe the thing in this case.
I'd like to state that it's all Mike's fault because I wasn't saying anything about it.
It is entirely my fault. I will take that blame. Travis Wallace is not keeping with the lead group. He is dropping back kind of to be, well, there he is, kind of on his own. Not really able to keep at the top. Oh, that is some sloppy driving.
Give us an on board. So that we can watch and have some fun with it.
Chase cam.
That's what it says, Chase.
The bonnet cam.
Dashboard. There we go. That's good.
We are inside the car of Travis Wallace's Lexus. He is in 4th position, dropping back from Leandro Carroll. Well ahead of Jonathan Young, unfortunately for Jonathan.
Worst gloves ever.
Looks like we have a little bit of a battle going on between George Rivera and Edward Gonzalez. They're about a second apart, so hopefully we'll be able to take a look at that at some point and get some good action. So throw up a TV camera here. There we go. George Rivera ahead of Edward Gonzalez's Ferrari.
I think I speak for everyone when I say let's hope that Mr. Gonzalez finishes this race.
Yeah, come on, Speedy. You and Javi P are like terrible at the whole actually finishing the race part.
If you don't finish the race, we're going to get deported to North Dakota.
I mean, I don't know why you would do that to North Dakota. So we got some lap times coming across the line. Looks like people are running about 147 to 149-ish. What?
Try this one, yeah. All right.
It's really kind of the same. Yeah, the TV cameras are all. It just goes to the section of the track.
They're different sets, right?
Yeah,
So
but like, yeah, but look, like it rotates through. Like the TV cams are all linked. They're the same camera. It's just it goes to the part of the track. Like when he gets out of 24, yeah, picks up 25. So it's like an auto director almost, basically.
Just for the camera view.
Yeah.
Very nice.
So unfortunately, while it claims we have like 30 cameras, it doesn't seem like we actually really have 30 cameras.
30 cameras spots on the track.
We have 30 cameras on the track, but they're all just the broadcast cameras following the cars. You tell them to follow. So that's all that is. Just looking through here to see if anyone's like super close together. Do we get a move? Oh, and I got the best laps here. That's nice. So fastest lap so far is a 44.52 by Mike Stoppmill. And that's about a half second faster than anyone else has been able to go.
Come on, Wallace.
Oh, Taha's on the track. Yeah, Taha's out there, but he is a lap down already, so gonna be tough. But he's got 32 minutes or closer to 33 actually, to try to make something happen. So there is that. Oh, and there's the gap here. I like that. It color codes itself. Okay. So the closest fight on the track right now is the battle here for second place. Matthew Higgs versus Leandro Carroll. That might explain why Mike Stoppmill's opening up a gap. Is it could be that Higgs is starting to have to defend against Carroll. And I'll keep an eye out for any other good battles going on. John Barker and Car Heroes are very, very close together as well. George Rivera and Edward Gonzalez are also in that sort of 1 to 1.5 second range.
I'd just like to point out that if you move your toe the wrong way, you're going to shut off the whole computer.
Nope.
I just looked down and went, I can't see the blinking light in front of me.
Oh, okay. Let us fix that problem.
Don't alarm yourself. That'll stay really close to your groin.
Edward Gonzalez is closing on George Rivera, so he's got some pace. Carroll on the attack, big time here against Mr. Higgs.
No, they're sawing things.
They're sawing things.
They're doing windows. Sorry out there on TV land, but they're doing home improvements around the place, and there's nothing I can do about it.
Yeah, nothing.
I mean, it's clearly everybody else's fault. You guys scheduled this at the wrong time.
Clearly. I mean, it's an afternoon on a Sunday. It's really actually a terrible time. It's when people are going to do work.
Horrendous.
Yeah. Taha is running 145, so he's about 3 to 4 seconds faster than anyone else other than Stoppmill. So I look forward to seeing if he can charge back from the lap he forfeited by joining late. So that will be one of the stories of the race, probably. Leandro Carroll still on the attack. Let's hop on board real quick with Mr. Leandro Carroll. So inside the Ferrari we go as he's putting the pressure on Matthew Higgs' Audi up ahead of him.
Put him in the wall.
And they're heading through. Is it Sector 2, Sector 1? Probably Sector 1 actually of the Hungaroring. This is a very challenging part of the track. High speed, kind of weird grip. You can lose grip very easily offline here. Yeah, this one is the one that'll trip people up. It's a very nasty turn, and then I really like this turn actually, but I think Matthew Higgs is struggling through because he's braking a lot harder than I think he has to, and that's opening the door.
Let's face it, Richard Higgs would be a lot better at that corner. That's just facts.
That's true. Richard Higgs has been doing much better lately. Oh!
Yeah, yes! Yes! Go, Leandro, go!
A little bit of contact, and Leandro Carroll's got second position.
He's got some moxie.
Let's see that again.
Minus 30. No, you waited too long.
Yeah, too long.
Go for 30.
30. Give me the 30. There we go. Leandro Carroll on the tail of Matthew Higgs on replay. And just a slight touch.
No, there was no contact. I don't think so.
I think there was a little bit. There was a slight tap.
I think if we had some free cam footage. It's not Richard.
It's Matthew.
It's Little Higgs.
Yeah.
Little Higgs.
That's why I made the joke and said that Richard could have done it better.
Little Higgs.
Matthew listens to it.
Let him pass.
Oh, Leandro gave the spot back. Okay.
I don't know. I don't know if there's a lot of contact there.
There wasn't a lot. Like, it was absolutely not a lot, but there was a little touch there, I think, between the Ferrari and the Audi.
So he gave it back.
Yeah.
Kudos.
Leandro being a gentleman on the matter. The other battle on the track, Car Heroes, I think, has overtaken John Barker, and George Rivera has slipped back to 10th place. Missed that. Looking at the... Yeah, so it looks like George Rivera went very off, because his lap is going to be absolutely terrible. Yeah, 2:02. So
yeah, he
lost about 20 seconds there. So yeah, not good. Fastest car last time around was not Mike Stoppmill, stunningly enough. It was Taha Mali. in the other
No
business.
surprise there.
Speedy's catching up with Stokes.
He is indeed. It is getting not that close yet.
It's closer than it was 5 seconds ago.
Yeah, it's closing. we'll go to it when it hits about 5-ish seconds if you can get it down to that.
Let's switch to.
But I do actually.
Oh, actually, yeah, no, sorry. I was looking at the number under Speedy's name, not over it.
Yeah,
My
it's
bad.
Car Hero. That's
I can't
actually really
read
close
good.
now. Wesley is pretty close to Jonathan Young. I was kind of expecting to be able to see Jonathan. There he is. Okay.
Juanito.
Just a little bit out of the camera shot. So those two cars are relatively close together. Could have a showdown for 5th place. That would be nice. And Edward Gonzalez and Car Heroes are relatively close together. Car Heroes are relatively close to John Barker. Then it's George Rivera, James Butler, and of course John Peaches slipped down to 12th place. Oh, Jonathan Pitt.
It's got a list of highlights here with accident listed a few times.
Yeah.
I'm interested in that. Well, is that something we already...
Best personal lap.
We'll have to mess with this. You guys will have to leave this in.
Let's see here. 114. Let's see, 114. Oh, John Peaches was the accident.
Well,
So he's in the pit lane getting some damage repaired, it would appear. And rejoining in 12th position.
Next time we see a drop on the timing, we can click the replay and go to the guy after the fact.
Yes, that
Which
does.
is quite nice.
That does help.
I like it. So Mike's gonna have to retire from racing on this on Sunday, so he can do all the directing.
That is not happening.
I mean, you're clearly not doing it now, so it's not important. So you don't need to do it.
It's because I'm here.
Well, I got a mouse and keyboard. You can race.
Not well.
I don't have a webcam, so you couldn't like stream it and get the hilarity out of the deal.
Oh, that would be terrible. So Leandro Carroll putting the pressure back on Matthew Higgs. He had previously gotten past Higgs, but gave the spot back.
Just want to check that. Hey, not too bad.
Matthew is still holding up.
Dom Goes Gaming, what's up?
Goes Gaming, what's up, Dom?
Sure, we can just put that here.
There, yeah, that's good. That's a good idea. That way we can see the control panel and our lovely stream and
That's
our
why I
lovely
have 3
chat.
monitors, you plebes. God, I mean,
Only 3.
oops. Sorry, yeah, I plan on getting a 4th that's as wide as the 3 and then putting it above for broadcast purposes.
Watch wrestling at the same time.
Hell yeah.
Wesley Stokes is really closing into Jonathan Young, so we might hop to that really soon. We right now are with Leandro Carroll trying to catch Matthew Higgs. In fact, let's hop over that. So Wesley Stokes really on the tail now. Let's have a quick look on board with our boy
Do
Wesley
Dash
Stokes.
Pro. No, not the Dash
do
Pro.
the
The
Dash
Dash one. That's right.
There we go.
That was nice.
That is nice, yes. I like the cockpit one too, though.
I don't like
What's
it.
the helmet one look like?
I don't like the buttons. It's
This
weird.
is like the cockpit one, okay.
Yeah, it does. Actually, can we get a quick helmet to cockpit? Like switch
The whole
ready?
cockpit.
Okay, so
It's a little higher up.
Zoomed in. All right.
Yeah. So let's go back to the dash. All right. So Jonathan Young in 5th place ahead of the Mercedes of Wesley Stokes. The AMG, probably the strongest GT3 car in reality right now. But
Let's give him an helicam here.
let's see.
Second row. Second row.
Helicam.
Helicam?
There we
Sure.
go.
Helicam.
You'll have to forgive Martin, he's speaking Belgian.
Well, no, I kind of got it, but I'm like, second row. There's only one camera in the second row. Why don't we just say helicam?
That's what I did say.
I thought you said helmet cam.
And we have different onboard view right there. There we go.
Ooh, passenger view. Very
Passenger
nice.
view. We got
Yeah, let's do that the whole
looking
time.
at the driver.
No, let's leave it. Let's go on to stuff.
That's kind of just dashing.
Scary.
That's a nice one.
It's a nice one, but it's kind of more or less just the dash cam.
It's passenger side, though. I don't know what the other one is.
And then we got we're looking at the back, and then we also can ride on the bonnet of the car.
Bonet, bonet, bonet,
Bonnet. So let's go with the helicam for a little bit, I think. Matthew Higgs and Leandro Carroll are very close together, so let's hop back to the battle for 2nd position between the Ferrari and the Audi. And the pressure is still on with the Kessel Racing car tracing the Land Motorsports car. Can't seem to find a way past, though.
push him.
He's caught up a couple of times. He had the contact, the bump to pass, as it were.
Actually, we can visualize that of having the rear wing of.
Oh, that's a
Mr.
good point. That's a good point. So
Mr. Higgs and onboard 4.
there is no 4. It's 0 to 3. So there we are. We are on the back wing of Matthew. Well, not the back wing. We're on the back. I guess the back window. And looking back at Leandro Carroll's very angry-looking Ferrari as he tries to make things happen here in the battle for second position.
Go get you.
With, of course, Matthew Higgs. And this is, of course, played into Mike Stoppmill's hands. He's 5 seconds up the road now, almost 6 seconds. So well, let's see here. Taha is out of last place. He's overtaken John Picha and did a 45.8 last time around. Well, the problem is Taha is going about the same pace as Stockmill, so he's not actually closing in on him.
I just noticed that
What other battle do we have?
We got a pit lane thing here with George Rivera
that is a savage battle.
in the pits, and he's going to lose a spot probably to Taha at some point in the near future. So let's quickly hop on with Taha, see if we can figure out where he is in relation to the pit lane, and if he's maybe going to overtake. No, he's too early in the lap, so I suspect George Rivera will get out of the pits before. He is losing a lap here, but not to Taha.
Wonder what happened.
He exploded.
Yeah, we don't have an accident highlight for him. Car 21, car 21. No, we don't have
Maybe
anything.
his wife walked in and got a smack in the back of the head.
Could be.
Possible.
Could also be he screwed up his fuel calculations.
Or his wheel came off. Jesse.
Jesse. All right, we hop over to Wesley Stokes trailing. Let's go to the TV cam for a second here. We also have camera pits, which is interesting. Which we won't be able to go to unless I go to a car that's in the pit lane. So actually, well, you know what? Let's explore it fully. So here's the pit lane cameras we got to work with. Apparently
Looks like-
just the one.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
probably like the TV cameras where it'll switch if need be.
If need be, yeah. You're probably correct on that. So Edward Gonzalez under immense pressure from John Barker in the Acura. They're very close together, and we've not shown this battle any love up until now. So let's do that.
Come on, Gonzalez, keep it together.
Let's hop on board into the helmet of Mr. John Barker in the Castrol Honda racing car. Also races under the Acura name sometimes.
Which one of them buttons and switches launches the missiles?
Oh, he's got it!
Gonzalez went a little bit off the track.
Let's go. I want to get a quick replay of that if we can. And yeah, just a mistake by Gonzalez just opens the door into a yawning chasm, frankly. And John Barker is through and up into 8th position. We are at the halfway point of the race from race control, and yeah, I would say Mike Stoppmill's got this one pretty well in hand. Although he is coasting a little bit. He lost a half second to Matthew Higgs last time around. Ran a 46.7 to a 46.2 by Matthew Higgs.
I'd like to report that Andy is mentioning that we're not drunk enough.
Well, I'm the only one
Not
drinking.
drunk enough?
The only one on the booze is Byron.
Harsh. We had been drinking last night,
Correct.
but
You'd never be able to tell.
and we had some fantastic ribs last night, courtesy of Byron,
Oh, yeah.
and also some excellent Brussels sprouts and potatoes.
I would also like to point out yet again that Andy refused to let me cook for him when he came to visit, so...
That's your loss, Andy.
That is your loss, Andy.
Those
that
were
was
the best
that
ribs
was
I've ever had.
that was a thing. So we're gonna have a quick look at the chase cam here from Wesley Stokes, who is on the tail of Jonathan Young. These are the two closest cars on track. Nope, I am wrong. Leandro Carroll and Richard Higgs are closer.
Follow up the ribs if you want to go onto the Discord and go into the recipe room experience. There are pictures.
So it looks like your theory about maybe the wife interfering with George Rivera's race might be true. He still hasn't left the pit lane.
Oh, Georgie. What happened?
Minor emergency.
So, probably looks like some kind of family interference going on in the Rivera household.
Dog chew his leg off.
unable to race. So he is down a lap to John Picha. Still could rejoin, so it's not the end of the world, but he is definitely losing some time right now.
Give it a try to the set VR.
Set VR. Let's have a look.
Let's see what happens.
Doesn't let us do it.
Nah, it's just TV. It's just TV cams again.
Yeah.
I think.
I think you have to probably be set up for VR for that.
Yeah, that might be it. You might actually have to be in VR.
That you can move around.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
Okay, that'd be cool.
And I just noticed over there how to reduce the latency with the stream latency there on the bottom left. So probably before you go live, those are probably selectable.
Yeah, but when I've done the low latency, it's actually kind of gotten really choppy.
Yeah, that's the problem because you live in a third world country.
No, it was pretty bad when.
You just wait till I get fiber.
That's true. With fiber, it might not be a problem. Ooh, Leandro Carroll is all up in your grill right now. Yep. Looking to make the move here. Let's. Looks like it is done.
Right behind his
yes,
eye.
it is. No! Higgs is back at him. Contact.
Higgs is not giving it up.
Higgs is not interested in losing second place.
He's not easy like Sean's mom.
But it's gonna get it done there. Leandro Carroll is through.
He's got it.
We'll see if Higgs can make a comeback at him, though. Let's get on board. Let's get on board with Richard Higgs real quick. Not Richard Higgs, Matthew Higgs. Matthew Higgs going for the overtake. Might have it.
Oh, that's good. Let's just look at him.
Yeah, there's no onboard that looks to the right. That's kind of weird. So yeah.
Side by side.
No, Higgs has got it.
Got it. Nice.
So that is. So Matthew Higgs hanging on to second place still. Jonathan Young and Wesley Stokes are still fighting over 5th position. We have some accidents being poured up here. Number 29?
That seems to happen a lot.
Oh, okay, no. It was just their side-by-side contacts.
Oh.
That's all that is. Because it's Higgs and Kai.
If you look down the list, there's a lot of that between these two.
Yeah, that's probably the side-by-side action that is occurring between these two.
A whole block of accident. 1129, 1129, 1129.
Oh, we got an accident for car 7777. That is Gonzalez.
Let's do a replay 30 seconds.
30 second replay.
Let's just follow and see what happened.
Let's see what happened to Edward Gonzalez. In fact, he has 2 accidents apparently. So
I don't see anything.
Not seeing anything.
Interesting.
Maybe it was a contact before that 30 seconds.
Not
Oh,
likely.
there it is.
There we go. Not really an accident, just kind of lost. Oh, that's an accident.
Yeah.
Okay. Gave
recovered.
Taha Mali a good scare there. Not nice, Speedy. Not nice. You're not even racing Taha. I mean, come on.
Funny, but not nice.
I think he was.
No, Taha's down a lap to him still.
Oh, that's true.
He just got back onto the same lap as him, basically.
And we're back
Kind of
on
inverted
that
blue flag, as it were. Leandro Carroll on the tail of Matthew Higgs, and I have a gut feeling that this might be the battle we stick with for a good chunk of this race.
What happened to Travis?
Still in 4th place.
Come on, Travis.
Personal best lap for John Picha. Congratulations, Mr. Picha. Did a 49.6 that last time around, which was his best lap of the race. So, keeping an eye on the event viewer as well as this battle here to see what's going on. We also have some chat updates. Andy is claiming lies.
Yeah, well, he would say that.
And is cheering on Mr. Speedy Gonzalez. So, you know, on the bright side, cheering on Speedy, I can co-sign that. Claiming that Byron is a liar, that I can't co-sign.
I can just scroll back up through the Discord chat log.
The recipes room. Oh, contact.
Yeah.
Carroll and Higgs.
Yeah, it's Carroll and Higgs again. No worries. No worries on that one. We are already with that battle. So this is definitely the battle to look at. I mean, Wesley Stokes is putting the pressure on Jonathan Young. James Butler is losing ground to Edward Gonzalez.
Come on, Wesley.
So those 2 battles are also going on here, but this is the one that has the most significance, I think.
Potential for greatness.
Not necessarily even potential for greatness, just, I mean, it's a battle for 2nd place between Carroll, who's pretty high up in the championship order, if I'm not mistaken.
Higgs just lost grip there.
Indeed.
He might lose a little bit of speed.
And the Ferrari is a little bit stronger than the Audi down the straights, depending on how they have their cars set up. So that's also going to help out Leandro Carroll. Probably his best overtake is this turn, or overtaking opportunity is this turn here. He just has to get it right and capitalize on maybe a minor mistake, perhaps. So it is Higgs, Carroll. So Stoffmill continues to lead. Travis Wallace is having a lonely race in 4th place. Although he is catching up to these two with how much they're fighting. So this could become a 3-way battle with the Lexus of Travis Wallace before long. In fact, I think that's him in the background that I just saw. And speaking of Lexuses, they're coming up to John Peach's Lexus. So we will see what role John plays for the Lexus brand right here.
The next group's the fingers on the band.
John just getting off the track, so I mean, possibly just getting out of the way for the blue flag, maybe, I don't know, but
most likely.
A little bit dramatic there, John. You can usually stay on the track and let the blue flag through.
John just lost control now.
Oh, John, what's up? Let's have a quick look. He is definitely off the track. Let's have a look at what happened with John Peaches. So he did not get out of the way for the blue flag. I think we can safely say that. That was a loss of control.
And then he probably had damage there, and when he accelerated, this went way off.
And there's Travis Wallace in the background as well.
He's going to lose it right there.
Yeah. Just loses grip and back first into the wall.
That's probably the safest way to do that.
So Edward Gonzalez is in the pit lane. George Rivera, of course, has been in the pit lane for some time.
I think Mr. Picha is going to the pit lane right now to go get fixed.
Yep, he is. John Picha into the pit lane. That is unfortunate. Leandro Carroll still putting the pressure on against his quickly becoming primary rival, actually, Matthew Higgs. Indeed. So a couple of guys in the pit lane. Now we got Rivera, Gonzalez, and now Gonzalez is behind Taha Mali. And Gonzalez has been in there a while, so he's got to have something significantly wrong with the car. Let's see, facility, because he's up to a 46-second, 47.
That would be about right if you got to replace the bumper.
Yeah. Didn't look like he was sporting any aero damage though when we had a look at his car.
Gonna have a whole drivetrain replacement.
But yeah, he's over a minute now in the pits, so significant damage for Edward Gonzalez, and we suspect John Picha has significant damage as well. Also, I kind of wonder if maybe he was even carrying damage before that first incident. That might have even factored into that.
Looks like Mr. Rivera is no longer on the service.
Yeah, so it looks like, George Rivera's car is ready to go race. It's just not. Ooh, Carroll off. Drive-through penalty for Leandro Carroll.
Jesus.
Track limit abuse.
That sucks.
So now he has the interesting tactical question. Does he serve this as fast as he can and get out of this fight with Matthew Higgs? Or does he go for the overtake? And he's only got 3 laps left. 2 laps, yeah, because he crossed the line already.
Counts, yeah.
Yes. So I would say if I'm Leandro Carroll, I'm probably serving that penalty very quickly because it depends.
He's not going to be able to pass Higgs, so.
He's got a gap back to Jonathan Young, who's in 5th. So he should serve the penalty. He's going to lose the spot to Travis Wallace no matter how you slice it. And come out behind Wallace but ahead of Jonathan Young and then try to get back up.
No help.
No coaching for the pits.
No coaching. I mean, I'm not coaching. He shouldn't rely on me. What do I know? I'm a Division III driver.
So Gonzalez is right behind these guys now, even though he's a lap down.
He is a lap down though, so I think he would probably be.
He came back.
There's a lot of dust coming up off that corner. So I wonder. I suspect the grip probably isn't great in that case there. So Carroll on the drive-through, still on Higgs' tail.
He's probably gonna take it now.
And of course, if you're Higgs, how much do you want to defend this position? Because you're putting yourself at risk to a car that ostensibly you're not actually fighting.
Now I cannot remember, but does the game announce to
Yes,
other
it does.
drivers?
You get an announcement from race control, little text at the bottom that says drive-through penalty, car number. But you got to know who the car number is.
That's right. Yeah.
So it's possible you wouldn't know. But anyways, yeah, there's Carol
It shows it
into.
in here, but I'm not sure if we can see it in game.
You can see it in game, but people don't necessarily look.
Yeah.
It again goes to the fact that you absolutely can know. The question is, do you know, though, what you're supposed to know? And it's not necessarily the same thing.
So let's go to 5th place Wesley Stoke and see if he can take it.
I don't think so. I think he's got too much of a gap. Let's have a look. So Carroll's still in the pit lane. They're going through to lap John Picha. And drive-through is cleared. So where's Leandro? There's Leandro. He is out ahead. I thought there was enough room to get out ahead of Wesley Stokes and Jonathan Young, and it appears that I was correct in this particular occasion. So there we go. And this is probably still the closest battle on the track. As much as it's not particularly interesting, because Wesley recently caught up and passed Jonathan Young, so he's probably in a bit of a better state right now as far as pace is concerned, and I can confirm that Wesley has found pace. He's running 46.7s currently, so he is probably in the neighborhood of 1.5 seconds faster than Jonathan Young right now. So he has got something going here. We'll have a look at what Leandro Carroll runs next time around if we think that there's a chance that Wesley can really put the pressure on here. Let's go to the helicam for a quick little bit here. Lovely scenery of the Hungarian countryside here at the Hungaroring.
Gross. I hate it.
I see.
There's no accident.
Save it all.
Needs more flames.
Need more walls.
Replace all the trees with just towers with metal that shoot fire in the air.
Needs more Macau.
Turn it into Mordor.
Needs more Fury Road.
That too.
So yeah, nothing really going on highlight-wise. Last thing was the drive-through penalty of Leandro Carroll getting cleared.
Can we watch that in slow-mo?
Chopper, helipads moving. That's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool. So, coming across the line, let's see here. Carroll. Okay, we don't get an accurate lap there because that's the lap that Carroll served the drive-through penalty. He did a 2:07, slowest man on the track, which we know is not the case.
He's so horrible at this game. It's unbelievable. 2 minutes for a lap? Jeez.
I mean, 2 minutes for a lap in these cars at this track, that would be pretty bad.
Doing it backwards?
Matt Higgs had a pretty unimpressive lap there, 148.6. For comparison purposes, Travis took 1.1 seconds out of him. So,
You might catch up. No, 5 minutes. Probably not.
well, the gap is only 2.7 seconds. Or, no, it's 6 seconds. I'd say reasonably safe, assuming that he doesn't have some kind of problem going on.
If he doesn't do that same lap over and over.
I think even if he did that same lap over and over, he'd be fine. I think unless he has some damage that we're unaware of, he should be absolutely fine.
I would like to state for the record that I am unaware of it.
So let's see here. This is Matthew Higgs' car. It's getting a bit wide in some of the turns.
On board.
One that we can look at his front end because that's usually where the damage is.
Be on board.
Nah, it's looking at the back side.
Well, looks like fair enough.
Yeah, we would need a car to get closer to him. I think they really get a look at it. So, looks like he's okay. Last lap was a 48.1. Travis did a 47.1, so Travis is 1 second a lap faster still, but the gap is still over 5 seconds with 3 minutes to go, which is only going to be 2 to 3 laps.
Perhaps he's not drinking enough water in his gimp suit.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private
Oh
terminal.
no!
My guest starring my phone.
Cell phone's off. What's wrong with you?
Incoming message.
Incoming message. Jonathan Young is still on Wesley's tail, but he recently lost that position, so...
on, Jonathan, give us a fight.
No, I don't know if he really has it in him. They're running basically the same pace. Wesley's last lap was a 47.244, and Jonathan Young did a 47.262. So we're talking 0.02 of a second difference. So unfortunately, I don't really know if anything's going to particularly come of this. I'm looking. Oh, okay. James Butler.
The Green Machine
is somewhat close to John Barker, according to this, but I'm not seeing Mr. Barker.
The Green Meanie.
It's oh no, it's Taha Mali that's on his tail. So that's not even. They're not on the same lap. So that's not particularly
That's too bad for
interesting.
Mr. Mali coming in late like that. He would have been a good fight with.
Oh, absolutely.
Stoffmeal.
Absolutely. I mean, he's doing 46 flats right now, which makes him the fastest car on the track.
Exactly.
So
Would have been very good.
he is bringing it. Stoffmill's in the same ballpark zip code. He's doing 46 twos. So he's only taking about 0.2 out of Stoffmill, and of course he's too far behind. He's lapped.
No one cared who I was until I did all the laps.
I feel like that's not true. So that's kind of the problem, is the gaps it's giving us are kind of not ignoring lapped cars. So that's why I thought there was a good battle going on there, and it turns out not really, no.
Is there a 666 car? And why is no one driving it?
I don't think that there is, but you could make one.
I desire this. Someone call Jesse.
I think it's that not enough people have quite gotten into the whole the modding of the game yet.
There it is. I need Jesse, if you're out there listening. There's an old fight camp called the Russian Red Devil Team. That needs to be the 666 car.
Red Devils. that would work.
Well, speaking of Jesse, ESR will purchase a copy of ACC for him.
If he doesn't already own it.
Nope, he does not. I spoke with him.
Okay.
And he's going to assist with modding some skins for Wesley's next series.
All right, leader is on the final lap at this point. We just got that from race control. So Mike Stoffmill is bringing it home right now. He is... I'm getting a gap of 17 seconds here, but there may be a lap car in there. So I don't... It might actually even be larger than that. Well, there's one way to find out. No, 12 seconds to Matthew Higgs. So, okay, maybe I just misread that. But yeah, he is significantly ahead of Matthew Higgs, and the gap is closing very rapidly via the screen. Now, very rapidly growing.
Maybe he's taking his time. He should. He's got plenty of space.
Now, I'm thinking that's a timing glitch of some kind, because like
Probably
it shrunk and then it grew right back. So
It's definitely Andy's fault.
Lies.
And-
He said it himself.
Bring the
and
chat logs up.
so there's Matthew Higgs. So has Stoffmill crossed the line? We officially have time running out. So if you cross the finish line now, your race is over.
Correct.
So James Butler's race will be coming to a close shortly, as he is just ahead of the race leader. And we are almost to the end of the lap for Mike Stoffmill. We will ride with him for a little bit unless someone's getting
We should
close.
definitely get the onboard face cam of Stoffmill when he crosses the line.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, I know.
So
Here he goes.
Onboard. There we go. There's your boy. There's your boy for the race.
Mike Stoffmill is your race
Chisel
winner.
features. Look at that.
I'm disappointed that there's no victory dance.
Look at the
Little
poise.
car spinning.
So that is Mike Stoffmill taking the victory for Bentley. Second place going to Matthew Higgs
Solid.
in the Audi Multiplast by Len car. Travis Wallace, kind of lucky to get a podium. Or did he?
No.
Carroll got it back.
30
Dang.
seconds
Give me a
replay.
30-second replay on that, please.
We want to see this.
Okay,
Travis-
so Carroll's not... Travis has to have screwed up here.
Oh, yeah. Look at how slow he's going. Fuel.
Fuel!
Listen,
Travis, did you run out of gas again?
Travis, I think you need to drop some weight. You're burning a lot of gas,
Oh
or else you're gonna have to
my
change your life.
Crawling.
He's running on
Crawling.
fumes.
You're
Crawling.
gonna have to change your name to Travis Walrus.
Oh my god.
Oh.
He seems to be.
Well, he probably got.
You gonna pass
Well, he
it?
probably got back into the So let's see here. Wesley Stokes, 5th place. Jonathan Young, car here. It looks like a bunch of people are running out of gas actually at about the first turn. John Barker. I think John Barker's the last one to finish. 8th place.
Juan Barkington.
James Butler is done. He's in 9th. Taha Mali, 10th place.
Solid.
Not bad for coming out of the pits. Edward Gonzalez appears to be moving in place, which is interesting.
He's got the epilepsy.
John Peacham may also have run out of gas.
Oh,
Seems like
no.
parked for convenient advertising purposes.
And, of course, unfortunately, the man who didn't make it to the end, George Rivera, who I can't seem to select, so maybe he has left the server.
That seems likely.
Yeah.
Timetable.
Timetable. There we are. So, Mike Stoffmill from Matthew Higgs, Leandro Carroll, Travis Wallace, who ran out of gas until he can come up with a more palatable
He had plenty
reason?
of gas.
Yeah.
Plenty of gas left. It's just that he ran out of gas pedals.
broke his wheel. Wesley Stokes, Jonathan Young, Car Heroes, John Barker, James Butler, 1 lap down, Taha Mali, 1 lap down, Edward Gonzalez, a couple laps down, and of course John Picha, apparently
DNF.
No, on the same lap. So he was 4 laps down.
19 laps down.
And yeah, we lost George Rivera at some point. Didn't get anything in the log that indicates he had an accident, so I've got to assume that
Ran out of transmission.
real life came knocking
Mr.
on the matter.
Rivera, yes, let us know.
He didn't have enough transmission fluid.
So that's all for the stream for today. I don't know why I waved there. I don't have a webcam.
Wave at the microphone as hard as you can. They'll hear it. Hey, we got your boy, the No Handstance in chat. What up?
Indeed.
We're signing out.
Signing out.
Peace.
Thanks for joining us. Dom Does Gaming, Higgs, Andy Blade, and of course
Don't say things to Andy Blade. Don't encourage him.
Lucky 7 Wolfen, aka Paul.